for the interview. Don't show up smelling like jollof rice. Don't show up smelling like semolina or something you ate that morning. Hey fam, welcome to my channel. It's your girl IJ. If you're new here, welcome. You have stumbled upon the Lazy Girl YouTube channel, but yeah, that's it. So we made it in 2021. 2020 was a really tough year for all of us, and for everybody who lost someone, for everybody who lost something. I'm so sorry for your loss, and I pray that you recover in 2021. So this is officially my first video for the year, and I am super excited that I'm doing it this early, because normally I would just wait until March, but I'm trying to be so serious this year. So this is a video where I'll be sharing 3 easiest way to get hired in 2021, especially in Dubai and UAE. So this video is, like you've seen in the title, it's 3 tips to being hired or to get a job in 2021. So if you want to get a job in 2021, especially in Dubai or in UAE, keep watching. So like you've seen on the title, this video is going to be about helping you get a job in 2021. A lot of people lost their job in 2020. A lot of people didn't even get a job in 2020 because of the whole corona outbreak and all of that. So in 2021, everybody's trying to pick up, and this is just the beginning of the year. So I'm just here to help you secure a job really fast. So I'm going to be really quick about this, because I have seen, especially on TikTok, God, that place is a different world altogether. I've seen on TikTok a lot of people saying that it's so hard for Africans to get hired in Dubai, especially the Cameroonians. They've been making videos saying, oh, the only jobs Africans can get in Dubai is cleaning, maids and all of that, and that they only give the good jobs to Filipinos, Pakistanis and Egyptians and all of that. I am an African. I'm from Nigeria, and I work in marketing. I'm a marketing coordinator in a company owned by an Emirati. Okay, I know people will say, oh, you're lucky, your grace is different, but I'll also tell you in a different video how I got that job. Okay, so today I'm going to be just telling you 3 tips on how to get hired really fast, regardless of where you're from, regardless if you're African, if you're Asian, if you're anywhere. This is the 3 easiest way to get hired in Dubai. So number 1 trick, or number 1 tip for you to get hired in Dubai is 1, believing and applying. Okay, I know it sounds like 2, but it's 1. So if you don't believe, you will not apply for the job. That's what I'm trying to say. So now, if you're looking for a job on Indeed or any other site you use in searching for a job in the UAE or any part of the world, and you see a job for sales, and you see a job for, I don't know, dishwasher. Okay, I'm not saying any of this job is like, I'm not saying anyone is for poor people or anyone is for stupid people or anything. I'm just trying to say, like, we know clearly that it's like 2 different classes of jobs. So if you see something for like a sales rep or a manager, or you see something for a dishwasher, do not believe that you are not up to the standard of being a manager. Okay, now you may have this qualification, especially in Dubai. A lot of people come to Dubai. You may not be qualified educationally, but I'm going to tell you something. Dubai rarely hire people based on certificate, except you're going for a really professional course. So they need you to prove that, okay, you can do this. Excuse me. Other than that, if you're going for the normal kind of jobs that people get here without certificate, you have to believe that you can get the job, and then you have to apply for the job. Okay, a lot of people get discouraged even before trying to apply for the job, because like you stay with people who don't work, and you stay with people who show you videos like, oh, Africans don't get hired to be supervisors, Africans don't get hired to be managers. And when I say Africans, I mean like Cameroonians and Nigerians, because that's mostly the Africans people talk about here in UAE. So when people say, oh, don't bother, are you applying for sales, don't bother, Africans don't get jobs like that, Africans don't get, they won't even call you, they won't even do this, they won't even do that, and then you end up not applying. Okay, you see, you just got it wrong. You're going to stay jobless. So the first step is, no matter what people say, you know yourself deep inside that, oh, okay, I think I can do this, I've done sales before, or I can do sales, I'm smart enough to do sales, or I'm good enough to be a waiter, or I'm good enough to learn being a chef. I mean, you don't have to have the experience, because a lot of companies here in UAE, they hire you without experience. They just need to see that zeal in you that you can do it. Okay, so first, like I said, is believing and applying. Okay, so when you believe that you can do this, regardless of what anybody's telling you. You should apply for the job. You should apply for the job. And when applying for this job, you have to take your time, go through the requirements, okay? And I'm going to be honest with you, okay? I don't care if any recruiter is going to be watching this, but like, you can believe that you can do this and you can actually do this. But when you're trying to fill this form, or when you're trying to like apply for this, they ask you for like 10 years experience, 5 years. Lie. Okay? I don't care if people are going to judge me for this, but like, put the years, girl, put the years, guy, put 5 years experience, even if you've had like only 6 months experience, even if you don't have any experience at all. Put the experience, get the call, and then you can continue from there. Okay? Apply, fill the form accurately, give them what they want on the form, and then go defend it when it's time for the interview. Okay? So first step in getting the job in 2021 in Dubai is applying to that interview, filling that form and giving them everything they want on the form. Okay? If they want job experience you don't have, feel that you have job experiences. Okay? And when you go for the interview, you and the HR can sort that out. But first, you want to be called for the interview. That's one of the steps of getting hired. Okay? Good. That being said, step number 2 is showing for the interview. Okay? And when I mean showing, okay, showing for or showing to the interview. Okay, so showing to the interview. Okay? And showing to the interview, I mean, you should not go there looking like a goat. And when I mean goat, I don't mean greatest of all times. No, I mean like a real animal goat that eats grass. No. One thing I've heard from HRs is that a lot of Africans show up to interviews looking very unprepared. You're going for an interview, you're putting on joggers, you're wearing head warmers, you're wearing a rugged jean, like what they call it, shredded jean, or with all the patches and all of that. You're showing for an interview of being a, how do I put it, a supervisor, or being a host, or being a waiter, and you're putting on nose rings, you're putting on earrings. You're showing for an interview as a girl, you're putting on a very short mini skirt when you're not going to interview as a stripper. If you're going for a stripper interview, okay, maybe you have to show up like that. But if you want to get a job in Dubai in 2021, you have to show up to the interview looking like you're there for the job, looking like they're going to tell you resume immediately. Okay? Now, it doesn't matter if you don't have clothes, if you don't have, I'm not asking you to put on Gucci and all of that. I'm asking you to put on what you have that you bought for 10 dirhams or for 100 naira or for 100 franc or whatever Cameroonians call their money, or something shillings. Just put on something simple but well ironed. Make sure it's not rumpled. Make sure you look actually good in it. Don't put on something that if you walk for 2 seconds you have to drag it down, or you have to adjust, or you have to push your bra strap, or you have to adjust your belt. No, show up to the interview ready for the interview. Don't show up smelling like jollof rice. Don't show up smelling like semolina or something you ate that morning. You don't have to spray the biggest perfume in the world, but make sure you don't smell like food. Make sure you don't have a bad smell. So you have to show up, because like they have this notion in UAE that Africans are like dirty people. I don't know who gave them that idea. I don't know who told them that we are dirty people. But I feel like, or according to some HRs I spoke to, when you have 10 people for an interview and you have Africans, it's just easy to show that this person is an African. Like they feel like they're never ready for something, or they're never serious for something, or you understand, like you go to the interview just looking like somebody just pushed me to come here. No, you have to go to the interview prepared for the interview. Now if you want to secure a job in 2021 as an African, as a Nigerian, in particular as a Cameroonian in Dubai, let me rephrase. Believe you can actually do the job and apply for the job regardless of what anybody's going to tell you. And secondly, show up to the job interview prepared. Show up prepared. If they ask you to come with your visa copy and all those copy, show up with it and look decent and look like someone that can be addressed. Okay. And last but not the least, to get a job in UAE, like I said before, UAE do not use certificates, especially from the African side of the world. They rarely use the certificates, and when you go for jobs like maybe supervisors or marketing and all of that, they might ask you if you have done this before. Okay, now this is the last part of being hired. You have to sell yourself. You have to sell yourself. Whatever lie you put on your CV, whatever lie you put when filling the form, you have to sell yourself. You have to have that boldness. You have to have that courage. You have to sell yourself. You have to tell them what they want to hear, because a lot of times most of these recruiters do not even go through your CV. They want to, oh, hi, can we meet you? What have you done this before? How many years experience do you have? What was your last job like? Why did you leave your last job? What impact did you impact people in your last job? What do you think you can do for us here differently to make this company go further? These are the stuff you should have done. After filling the form, you must have researched and get, when I say show up to the interview prepared, this is also what I mean. You must have done your research about this company. You must have known what you're going to say, especially if you lie in your CV, because a lot of people lie in their CV. So if you have added a little, if you have sugar-coated your CV a little, you should have backup. You should have prepared for how to back up this lie. So your third tip in getting hired in 2021 is you have to sell yourself. Okay? I don't know how to stress this enough, but when it's time to talk, do not talk like a fool. Can we meet you? My name is Ijema. I am the fourth child of my parents, and I was born in Lagos. Lagos is very tough. Going to school was very tough. Are you stupid? Are you serious right now? Tell me about yourself. You go straight to saying my name is this. You can say your ages or where you're from, then go straight to I am a professional waitress. I have been a waitress for 6 years, even if you have not been a waitress before. I've been a waitress for 6 years. I've had experience in my country, in Nigeria. I also did a little part-time job here in UAE. I'm professional in taking order. I'm professional in customer relationship. I know how to upsell and all of that. I always beat my target as a sales rep. I always make sure my blah 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 for people who do sales. If you're a marketer, tell them you're a good researcher. You know how to make campaigns. You know how to create social media campaigns. You know how to do your reports. You know how to create budgets, campaign budgets. You know how to do all of that. You know how to do PR jobs. You know how to, you understand. So this is the part where you have to sell your market. You go straight to saying this, that when you were in your former company, your blah 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 income used to be, revenue you get for the company used to be this amount, but when you stepped in, your revenue grew to this, and you impacted in them this way. So why did you leave your company? Well, you felt like you have learned enough from them, you've impacted from a lot in them, and now you want to also learn more. You feel like you're not learning enough anymore there, so you want to learn more some other place, and you also want to impact in other people in another company. And all, you know what? You know what I'm saying? I know I was really fast in this part. I know I talk really fast, but what I'm trying to say in summary is you should sell yourself. Okay? So for whatever lie you have put there, you should sell yourself. Okay? Because like what you say and how you say it and the confidence and courage you use in saying it is what they're listening to. They might just get wild and not bother looking at your book, at your CV. So yes, so this in summary are the 3 easiest way, or the 3 tips in getting hired in 2021. So do not sleep on the bike anymore. Do not wake up from that dream and chase it. Do not sleep in that dream. Do not keep dreaming. Wake up and chase it. So if you're an African, if you're a Nigerian, if you're a Cameroonian, you come into Dubai, do not listen to people who say there are no jobs in Dubai or there are no decent job for you. Learn from me. I came into Dubai, started as a waitress and a hostess, and now I am a marketing coordinator in an Emirati-owned business, and I kid you not. Okay, so I hope this video is going to help you to be serious, to get that job that you want. Apply for that job. Okay, it's better you get a no than to not even know what they would have told you. Okay, It's better you go, and the highest that can happen is for them to say, sorry, we cannot hire you. They will not arrest you. I've heard of people who go for jobs that they were not even qualified for. Like, I've heard of people who go for a job that they say they want guys, and she went as a lady, and because of how much she sold herself, the manager said, well, we wanted a guy for this position, but if a girl can do it, why not? And she was hired. So you see what I mean by show? You see what I mean? I believe you can do the job. Apply for it. Show up to that interview prepared and sell yourself. So I hope this is going to help you to secure a job in 2021, and please share with me if you actually tried this and it worked out for you, because it worked out for me, it worked out for a lot of people, especially here in Dubai, especially for Africans. So I hope we change that mentality of Africans don't get a job. And if you have anything to contribute, if you want to bash me, if you want to fight, you can do that in my comment section. There's no problem. I read every comment actually, and I reply to every comment, good or bad. So I'll see you in my next video. In my next video, I will be sharing with you the story of how I moved from being a waitress in less than 5 months to being a marketing coordinator. Like, this is a story you all should hear, and maybe to inspire you more to be serious about this, believing that you can do it stuff. Like, I cannot stress it enough about how you should believe, and then you should sell yourself. So I'll see you in my next video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and share it to as many people as you can, just to inspire them to go for that job that they believe they deserve, and who knows, they might just get it. So I'll see you in my next video. Keep being positive and keep loving yourself. Bye.